Ready to go?
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Now Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Pachulia in at the five. Here's Durant. Poked loose. And it's Miami's ball. And Waiters kicks to Winslow. And here's Bosh for three. The Warriors pull it in. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
That's good. About a minute played so far here in the first. Curry against Dragic. It's Curry with the drive, and it's good. Curry's got his first bucket in this one.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Curry passes to Green. Stolen by Winslow. And they're pushing it up. Whiteside dishes to Dragic. Bosh, no one around him. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. Outside Curry. Thompson in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 5 now.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And Waiters with the stop.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
Here's Curry. The Heat getting the bucket. Green with a screen on Dragic. It's Curry with the drive. The wide open look for Durant. The open jump shot off the mark. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, a moment ago, Steve Kerr and I were able to chat. We talked about Chris Bosh, and he talked about the skill set and what makes him so difficult to guard. He told me he's very slippery in the post. You think you have him contained, and he'll just wiggle around his guy for a layup. We can never act as if he has nowhere to go down low. He finds space and room all the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. The Warriors trailing.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any. Individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball. You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Johnson comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Here's West. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Waiters. Bosh. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Well, Greg, for Thompson, a hard-working defender. You were talking about it. Do you think Clark, his offensive style, frees him up to put more energy into defense?
Well, you know, it could be. I mean, he's extremely smooth. He's uber smooth in how he operates. He doesn't have to drive the lane and absorb a lot of contact to get his shot off, and he's quick and efficient with his offense, so that does leave him more energy for the defensive end.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Offensive rebound. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution. In terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it. But credit, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Johnson.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Thompson misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
West with the block. Here's Thompson. 10 points for him. Kicks it to Livingston. Picked by Varejao. Here's Thompson. And that one comes up a bit short. The Heat trail by 4. Richardson kicks to Johnson. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
And Thompson kicks it to West. Here's Iguodala. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for two.
And he sinks the second. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Warriors lead by 3. And the second. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this Splash brother to let her rip.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Livingston. Pachulia is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Durant in at the small forward. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. Bro, he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Inside, Durant, no good.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Deflects the pass. Here's Livingston. And again, no good by Golden State.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
To end the run, he takes it up and lays it in.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
The Heat with the lead.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
Whiteside's checked in for the Heat.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution for Heat. Hassan Whiteside.
Here is Durant. Rebound by the Heat. Johnson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. From deep. That's good from Johnson. On the assist by Richardson. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry passes to Green. To the wing on the left. Here's Livingston. Johnson with the block. Curry against Richardson. To the paint. Johnson. And Pachulia pulls it down. Warriors.